One of the major challenges in running a feedlot is the prevalence in BRD in cattle. It impacts performance and the overall profitability of the operation.
We get cattle coming in with BRD quite often through the sale yard system, more so than paddock, and we treat on induction for that.
Bovine respiratory disease is essentially a three-stage process. There's stressors, initiators and complicators.
Bovi-Shield is a product that works as a single dose to prevent bacterial pneumonia in cattle. It's the only product on the market that has that claim.
The advantages we see is that cattle start better, our sick pull incidence is reduced, and what I call our junk rate, which is cattle that won't perform or chronically ill cattle, is almost non-existent. Ideally, we are going to start looking to source cattle from producers that are pre-vaccinated.
The BRD pathogens are endemic to cattle populations, so there will be cattle with some of the pathogens all the time. On arrival, we do a number of things to manage BRD in our induction process. The single shot program's really important for us because we've got so many supplies coming from all across the east coast of Australia. Just having one needle into those before they hit us, and we know that they've got some degree of protection, and reduce the incidence of clinical respiratory health issues within the yard.
Our idea of good quality young beef is fast growing cattle. To do that you need to provide good nutrition, and of course if the animals are of ill thrift or ill health, they can't maximise the benefits of the nutrition fed to them. So about a fortnight before feedlot entry we encourage our people to use Bovi-Shield one shot to try and prevent the incidence of BRD.
The benefit of single-dose vaccines is they provide protection within a 7-day period, so prior to the respiratory disease peak, and if everyone did that, we'd certainly have a much happier and healthier feedlot animal.
Feedlot definitely appreciates the efforts that we put in with the vaccination program. The cost of doing pen checks and then having sick animals in the feedlot's extremely high. You want the animals to keep going forward the whole time. As soon as an animal starts going back, it's costing everybody money.
BRD is always a challenge as far as animal health goes. We quite often don't know what vaccination programs the cattle have had prior to entry in the feedlot. We have a lot of small vendors and sale yard cattle, so that one shot gives us the surety that we've got it covered.
There's a real need in the industry to have a single shot vaccine to prevent bovine respiratory disease. Without it, those cattle would probably need to be treated with antibiotics, and when you treat them, they've been sick, and therefore there's been a cost in production associated with that, even if they respond to treatment. So it's always better to be able to prevent disease rather than have to treat it once it's occurred. The beautiful thing about Bovi-Shield is once you've given the product, you've only got a week to wait. When you're dealing with a traditional 2-dose vaccine program, you sometimes just don't have time to get those cattle immunised and protected in time for the period they're at risk. So that's why it's got such a great place in the feedlot and in the backgrounding.
Ideally, in a perfect world, all the producers would be vaccinating and adopting vaccination programs before the weaners are taken off mum.